Baddest Disney and Pixar characters. I just want to let you all know before I watch this, I am a 28-year-old grown man with a wife and 2 kids. But it doesn't matter. Let's hop into this, baby. Because no matter how old you are, no matter how many kids you have, Disney moms will always be baddies.
Opportunity to talk about some of the characters from Disney and Pixar. Moana 2 is coming out, so I thought I would take this opportunity to talk about some of the characters from Disney and Pixar that makes me act up. And as always, all I ask is that you hear me out. So let's go. Here are the baddest Disney and Pixar characters. First, we've got the island from Moana, baby. Her name is Tefiti. She's the goddess of life, and she's thick. Let me demonstrate. This is her in island form. This is her head, that's her shoulder, those are her feet, and that's her hips. You can build a Costco on that thing. Now, hear me out, brother. There is nothing weird about thirsting over an island. We are nature lovers. We are eco-friendly. We are geo-maxing. And I know her skin is made of plants and flowers and stuff, but hey, people have been asking me to touch grass. Whoa, I'm about to choke on it. And also, she's bipolar. 1 minute she's nice, 1 minute she's a lava monster. My I can fix her sense is already tingling. So yes, Tefiti is a baddie. Now, we can't talk about Disney and Pixar baddies without mentioning the baddies from The Incredibles. First, we got Mirage. She's the assistant slash girl.
Okay, now you're sliding on it. Mirage went brazy.
Friend of Syndrome, the bad guy. First of all, she's exotic. She speaks with some kind of European Central American accent, which somehow makes her hotter. Also, she's so
Mirage is overlooked. Because everyone always talks about Elastigirl. No one ever talks about Mirage. No one ever gives Mirage the credit that she's supposed to have.
All the time. Every single second she's on screen, I feel like I'm being seduced. Maybe except for this one. She's also super fit, maybe even a bit too fit. This girl could use a big rib eye, but hey, she's still very much a baddie. And also, according to her, she's attracted to power, which is the Pixar way of saying she's a gold digger. But overall, she's not a bad person. When she learned that Syndrome was willing to hurt children, she ended up betraying him and releasing Bob. So she actually has pretty good integrity. Or maybe she was just looking for an incredible time. Either way, Mirage
Look at that hug right there.
And of
that
course,
hug was getting a little bit too close. Man, if Mrs. Incredible didn't walk in, I think they might have kissed. Like, I feel like if she didn't walk in, there could have been a little kiss there. Like a slight little might have fucked too. Because look, he was just been trapped for mad long. Ain't seen his wife a little bit. She just saved him. He thought he was gonna die. In his head, he's still thinking in the YOLO mode. He's like, YOLO. You know, I might as well smash just in case I die and don't make it out of here. Right? He's stressed. You gotta understand where I'm coming from here.
Betraying him and releasing Bob, so she actually has pretty good integrity. Or maybe she was just looking for an incredible time. Either way, Mirage is the baddie. And of course, we also have the OG herself, Elastic Girl. She's the woman who started this whole Pixar mom meme. Some people say she's overrated, and I used to think so. But then I remembered this scene, and I have to say, she is perfect.
Nah, that's not the scene. You need to be a little bit more flexible. That's the scene. That's the scene. That scene is like that one's okay, but I think you need to be a little bit more flexible. I said, oh shit, hold on. Something's growing. And it's not my height, because my doctor said I'd be 5'7" for the rest of my life. So you should think of what the other thing is. LeBron's crazy. I don't know why he said all that. That was so unnecessary, right? Isn't this nigga wild? You think when she gave birth, did it hurt or did they crawl out? I don't even know how to answer that question. I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer.
Stretchy? I don't think this scene. And I have to say, she is perfectly rated. She's also stretchy. I don't think I need to explain why that's the sexiest ability of all time. And also, where do I sign up for this job, please? But
yeah, that was
most
also
important
about...
of all, she's a MILF. I know it, you know it, everybody knows it. Helen is a certified baddie. But you know, there's one more Pixar mom who doesn't get as much attention that I would like to mention. I'm talking about the mom from Onward, Laurel Lightfoot, the mom of the main characters, aka the MILF elf. Dude, everybody knows elves are hot. And yeah, she's a bit blue, but it doesn't matter what color you are when you're this thick. One small problem I have with Laurel is that she's a single mom. I'm just not sure I'm ready to take on that kind of responsibility.
You don't want the stepdad?
Daddy's home. Laurel Lightfoot is a thick MILF elf. I don't think she needs any more explanations. Laurel is a baddie. Next, we've got Jessie from the Toy Story movies. First of all, she's a cowgirl. And I'm not talking about one of those fake cowgirl wannabes. She's a real cowgirl. And yes, I know she's a
he pushing it with the last two. Honestly, I'll give him the elf. I ain't seen the movie, so I don't know her personality well. Maybe she's got something going on that I don't know. Jesse's... He lost me. He fucking lost me here. I'm gone.
Boy. But you know what? It's 2024. Short girls deserve to be loved too, even if she's 13.5 inches tall. And I really admire Jessie because she's a fighter. She was left in a box by her previous owner, but she doesn't let that stop her from living her life to the fullest. Plus, abandonment issues, jackpot. And I like that she's not shy. She takes what she wants, and what she wants is to bust Buzz. Jessie is a baddie. Next, we've got Luisa Madrigal.
Wait, is Jessie's not Woody's girlfriend? She wants to smash Buzz? Jessie's not Woody's girlfriend? I don't know the lore. Woody is Bo Beep? I guess I just assumed that they were a couple about to cause trouble. Cowboys do some nasty stuff. They be letting their horses shit on them and stuff, and then they make out. I made that up. That's not true. That's not true. That was a lie. I'm sorry. Wait. Cowboys, I'm just kidding. I know you guys don't do that. Yeah, it's a joke. I've been watching a lot of Two Wheels, One Cup, and it was just in my head. Sorry. Never knew I was a cowboy.
know the muscle mummy market is Jessie is a baddie. Next, we've got Luisa Madrigal. You know the muscle mummy market is booming when even Disney is getting in on the action. No. Wait.
Nah, because I see this one.
Encanto. So basically in the movie, everybody in the Madrigal family has a magical gift, and Luisa's gift is anabolic steroids. Now, she's 6'5" and she can lift a church, so if you're with her, she'll probably crush you to death by accident. But you know what? If fate decides that it's time for me to join my ancestors, then this is how I want to go out. Another thing is that she'll literally pick you up like a baby, which apart
that was unnecessary, man. That part was just unnecessary.
It decides that it's time for me to join my ancestors, then this is how I want to go out. Another thing is that she'll literally pick you up like a baby, which a part of me knows is a bit emasculating, but the other part of me just...
Nah, niggas want to get cuddled too. I'm tired of doing the cuddling. Sometimes I want to get cuddled. Sometimes I want to be the small spoon, okay? All right, and that's fine. All right, sometimes I want to be held from the back and just hugged and told, I love you. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with you for wanting that as well. Find you a lady that does it for you. Trust me. You'll be like, wow, my life has changed. I'm tired of being this manly man. This toxic masculine man. Sometimes I want to be the feminine one.
It should have been me, not him.
So yes, I like Luisa. Part of me just goes,
it should have been me, not him.
So yes, I like Luisa. She's a baddie. Next, we've got Jane Porter from Tarzan.
That's what I'm talking about.
All girls are boring. What we need is a freaky girl. And Jane Porter is definitely freaky. On the surface, Jane might seem like a polite, proper, well-mannered lady, but I'm telling you, Jane is into some weird gorilla roleplay stuff. I mean, she met this free-range banana.
Loved her the day I met her, bro. As soon as she walked in there, I was like, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. All right? She just had like this cartoon beauty. Let me give you a comparison. There are only certain cartoon characters I saw on the screen that made me go, wow, she's pretty. I might just make out with my screen when grandma goes to sleep. All right? Kim Possible, Shigo, Starfire, and Blau, Jane Porter. Jasmine from Aladdin. I don't really like brown people. Man, get it.
Fed wild man and role play stuff. I mean, she met
Imagine.
this free-range banana fed wild.
Let me stop. Let me stop, bro. Let me stop.
Man and immediately play stuff. I mean, she met this free-range banana-fed wild man and immediately fell in love. Dude, this dude doesn't even speak English. The only language he speaks is gorilla. And let's be real, he probably had a few gorilla girlfriends before this. This man should be in a zoo. But no, not for Jane. She just really needs that undomesticated jungle action.
She wasn't even scared of age, though?
Freaky. Another reason why I like Jane is because she's a ride or die. I mean, this girl gave up her life in England, moved to the jungle, and learned to speak gorilla just to be with Tarzan. That's the
true.
level
That's
of
true
loyalty
love.
I need in my life. I mean,
Facts.
is your girl really your girl?
Like, exactly. Is your girl really your girl? Is she not willing to ride or die for you like this? She taught me loyalty. Actually. Jane, like seeing Jane and Tarzan was like, oh, that's what I want. Like that right there. Jane and Tarzan, Naruto, Hinata, that's what I want. That is loyalty. Oh, plus her dad is chill, funny guy. She has a good relationship with her dad. You know, doesn't have daddy issues. Oh, perfect.
If she's not willing to give up a civilized life, modern medicine or another bite of Doritos, just your girl. If she's not willing to give up a civilized life, modern medicine or another bite of Doritos just to be with you. So not only is Jane a baddie, but she's also wifey as well. Lady in the street, monkey in the sheet. Jane is a baddie. Next, we've got Ember from the movie Elemental. Pixar is at it again, and this time they gave us a hot fire. Seriously, what does this girl eat for breakfast? Jet fuel? And I know she's a fire and I'm a human, but when you really think about it, is it really that big of a deal? Just stay hydrated, stock up on some afterburn cream, and visit the ER more often. Dude, for that flaming thickness, I'm gonna let her do whatever Endeavor did to that Nomu. I'm so cooked, bro. Literally. The romance between her and Wade is not my favorite because why is this dude always crying? But I still like Ember as a character. In the movie, she was planning to take over her family business because she wanted to make her father happy. But deep down, taking over the store is not what she really wanted to do. So she has both daddy issues and generational trauma. So she is this close to having her whole face. This close, but Wade just has to come in and heal her with his empathy. So yes, Ember is a baddie. I don't want to sound weird, but she gives me the urge to switch from induction to gas. Next, we have my childhood favorite, Colette from Ratatouille. She's...
And now you got me reeled back in. I was the fish. I was about to get off the hook, but now you reeled me back in. You put some cheese on there. That's what I'm talking about.
French,
right? Another sleeper. Another sleeper. No one ever brings up Colette from Ratatouille. All right? They say her nose is too big. They just don't know what it feels like to have a nose in between the cheeks while they lick your gooch area. They just don't understand. All right? She's an underrated character. And once again, she was loyal. All right? She was, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, she was so awesome.
And she's a dumb. Now, when I first saw this movie as a kid, I must admit that for the first half of the movie,
she's strong, independent. Come on. And you're not gonna have to constantly worry who's cooking tonight. We know who's cooking.
I did not register Colette as a baddie. I mean, she has this distinct Ratatouille look where, you know, everybody's nose is just way too big for their face. But then, by the time this scene rolled around, my young brain was like, pause. Hold on, is Colette actually thick all along? And the answer is yes, she is. And from that moment forward, she became my lifelong crush. Colette is the baddie. Next, we have Disgust from Inside Out. As her name suggests, she's the embodiment of thickness. You got other emotions about noodles, or your English teacher.
I'm gonna have to put the
boom, Disgust. She's also the most stylish emotion. She got lashes, a scarf, and a BBL. In terms of personality, Disgust is sarcastic, honest, and just overall mean, which makes me like her even more. And in case you're wondering why would I like mean girls, well, let me explain. If a nice girl is nice to you, that means nothing because she's nice to every guy anyway. But if a mean girl is nice to you, then you know she's definitely into you. In conclusion, Disgust is wifey and Joy is a hoe. And also, when she looks at me me with those disgusted eyes, I get butterflies. And if you think it's weird to be thirsting over an emotion, let me just say, I'm attracted to personality. I like them thick neurons. Disgust is a baddie. And by the way, I just want to point out that the thing on her skin are not fur, okay? Apparently there's some kind of particles or sparkle or something. I just want to make it clear, I'm not into furs. Anyway, next we got the cat from Treasure Planet. Her name is Captain Amelia. She's fit, acrobatic, and she's flexible.
Never seen it, but I'm here.
She's a cat, which I must admit is a bit weird. But it gets even weirder because she ended up falling in love with a dog. And together they created these ungodly hybrid creatures. So if Disney feels like it's okay to be showing this to children, then I will keep saying that Captain Amelia is a baddie. So there you have it. These are the baddest Disney and Pixar characters according to me. Please let me know who your favorite Disney and Pixar characters are. And remember, shame is for the weak.
Hey, man. Not half bad of a list. Not half bad of a list. Jane, Colette, Mirage. Gotta be top 3 up there. Gotta be top 3. The grandma from Coco. I didn't see Coco, unfortunately. Oh my God. Cars 2. When he meets that girl car, I don't even... So you know when he kind of gets stuck in that bumblefuck nowhere place? The purple one? Yo, there's something about her. There was something about her that I was like, yeah. Yeah. She was